I don't know how familiar you guys are with Antonio Brown, but Antonio Brown, ladies and gentlemen, was recently in Dubai. Now, I've done whole shows on Antonio Brown, specifically detailing how he fumbled the bag and how his behavior on the field and him getting multiple opportunities to be in an NFL, including the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, has all been fumbled. And no matter how much talent that you have, and I actually released a video on this channel earlier this morning that specifically talked about attitude. Attitude. Attitude is the thing that's more important. Attitude is going to be the determining factor for whether or not you are successful or you are broke. And a lot of these athletes are the dumbest of the dumb that I've ever seen in my entire life. I mean, we worship them, we follow them, we think that they're awesome, we think that their on field talent is supposed to supersede their character, which is one of the reasons why I say that I only do business with people based off of character and not what it is that they say or do, right? Your character is the thing that means more to me. Whether you're a good person, I don't evaluate whether or not I rock with people based off of how much money they got or what status they have, socioeconomic status, job that they have, so on and so forth. For me, it's 100% about character. All day, every day. It's all about character. But somebody sent me an article, and so I said, oh, wow, let's talk about Antonio Brown and him fumbling the bag again. Cool. So, Antonio Brown, let me share this with you guys really quickly. Just really quickly. In Dubai, exposing himself to women, to a woman in a swimming pool at a Dubai hotel. So, NFL fans are in disbelief after Antonio. Why are they in disbelief? Is anybody in disbelief that Antonio Brown is exposing himself to women in another country and getting kicked out of hotels and possibly even dealt with a certain type of way? Because you can't listen. If Brittany Griner taught us anything, is that you can't do what you want to do when you in unfamiliar territory. You can't even do what you want to do here in the United States of America, let alone be in an unfamiliar territory. If Brittany Griner taught us anything, is that the antics of Antonio Brown, and I would bet money on this. As a matter of fact, I would be willing to have a pool on when Antonio Brown gets arrested. Now, I'm not a person that wants to get anybody arrested, and I don't feel like anybody should lose their bag. But I'd be willing to bet and take a pool on when Antonio Brown is going to be arrested, whether it's here in the United States of America or abroad. I believe that it's only a matter of time before we see a crying emoji of Antonio Brown. NFL fans are in disbelief after Antonio Brown exposed himself to a guest or two guests while swimming in a pool at a hotel in Dubai. According to the New York Post, the incident took place on May 14th while the former All-Pro wide receiver was staying at the Armani Hotel in Dubai. The footage, which has since gone viral, shows Brown shoving his backside into the face of a woman before he lifted up his cock meat sandwich and flashed it in her direction. And guess what, ladies and gentlemen? It just so happened to be a white woman. Eyewitnesses said Brown had just met the woman, and she was fuming after the encounter. That's what the witnesses are saying. They said that he just met the woman. Now, I don't know how true that is. They said he just met the woman and said Brown, the woman was fuming. Even if she was all with you, you just met her. Why are you getting into that type of situation in the first place? Yo, you showing your cock meat sandwich and your backside to a chick, even if she's all giddy and feeling you, is a problem, bro. This is a problem. So before we get into this, let me make sure that I can actually show this before I do so. Before we get into this, let me look at the footage myself. Look at this idiot. Well, I can't show the first. I'm not gonna show the first part because he jumps out the water with his butt out. I'm gonna move it forward a little bit. See, this is how I gotta make sure. Even Antonio Brown can get me in trouble on YouTube. All right. Look at this fool. I moved it forward a little bit just because I didn't want no problems. Of course, he doing it to the white woman, and you can clearly see a whole bunch of other people in the pool, which we don't know what they are. We know that they're of a lighter color pigmentation. Right after we got done watching the Jeffrey Dahmer series, all right. So I moved it ahead a little bit, and just to see the other dumb stuff that he's doing that's safe to watch on YouTube.
Another one.
Look at the fools prompting. Look at all of the people in the background. Look at this dummy. She's trying to get away.
He's waterboarding her. He's giving her the longboard.
This is the type of thing that gets you arrested, especially in another country. This is the type of thing, and you see her. Did you see her running away? Hold on, watch this. Watch this. We're gonna pull it back a little bit. Look at this idiot. Look at the dummy. Now look at her running.
He's waterboarding her.
He had just literally the reports say that he just met her. Now, it's a couple different ways in which we can skin this. Why would anybody want to give Antonio Brown an opportunity to join their team in the National Football League, considering that this guy with this nappy hair, fellas, cut your hair. Try to stay trimmed with your looks. Don't go outside looking like you just came out of a Planet of the Apes movie. Try to look presentable when you're going to your employer or you're trying to do business with people. It makes a difference. I don't care what you think. I'm telling you how people operate in America. Okay, that's A. B, try not to throw white women that you've just met into the pool upside down after flashing both sides of your front and your back overseas in a different hotel where there's a bunch of other white people around, and then you got a bunch of friends prompting you on to do things that you're not supposed to do. Please try not to get arrested in another country so that you'll have more black people running in the Victim Olympics protesting that they need to have Joe Biden fly over and come and free you, that we need to do a prisoner swap with the Merchant of Death for you because you was irresponsible with your actions. Gosh, what is wrong with these idiots? Why do they do this stupid stuff? And then we're going to have the most idiotic of us protesting on their behalf. Meanwhile, we have people that need your help down in Florida and Mississippi that get no attention because Brett Favre and Antonio Brown decided to be the clown shows. Jesus Christ. Anyways, Antonio had some thoughts on this before we go ahead and get into somebody that's actually a legend, Jordan Peterson. He took to Twitter. He said, every chance they. I'm curious, who are these mythical theys that we continue to talk about, guys? Who is they? Who are these mythical theys that we... Is it Anton? Am I now a they because I'm talking about it in a negative sense? Sack Passe says, why our hair got to be trimmed? Because y'all be looking like a bunch of monkeys. That's why your hair got to be trimmed. When in Rome, do what Romans do. We not in Africa. You're not hunting wild boar with your hands in a spear. We have clippers, edgers. Try to brush your hair. Listen, look. I'm not the one to tell you the thing that you want to hear. I'm not the blackety black guy. I'm the guy that's going to tell you the truth. If you come into corporate America and you're looking like my man that got all of the wild dreadlocks everywhere, I'm not hiring you and putting you in front of my people in order to try to sell a product, bro. You can keep your hair as nappy as you want. Just don't come asking for the wrong person like me for a job. I'm not interested in hiring you. I don't want you as a representation of my company. You can leave your hair how you want to. Why our hair always got to be trimmed? Because we don't want you looking like a baboon. We don't want you looking like an untamed horse. We don't want you to look like monkey balls. Is that clear enough for y'all? You're not a rapper. You're not an entertainer. Huh? You're a person that has a regular job that is a representation of somebody else's business. Try to look presentable. Do you want to go and get more money in corporate America or do you not? Otherwise, why don't we just go ahead and go move back to Africa? What is so difficult about looking presentable and brushing your teeth and combing your hair? Well, that ain't what our ancestors did. Well, your ancestors ain't here. What is so hard about this? I don't understand. Why don't y'all want better jobs? Do you not want to work? Do you not want to look presentable? Even if you have your own business, don't you want to get more jobs and don't want to be stereotyped? Because it's a thing. Huh? Maybe you should show up with watermelon on your beard and some chicken grease hanging off your hands while you at it too, huh? No? You tired of looking like a monkey? You tired of looking like a tortoise with the things that's hanging off of them, looking like a pair of wolf balls on your head? You tired of looking like mops? Huh? No? You do want a job. You do want more money. Because this is called the Millionaire Morning Show. And so I'm definitely going to tell you the thing that's best for you when it comes to getting to that bag. I promise you, listen, it's not going to hurt. It's not going to hurt. You will be okay. It's not going to burn. It's not going to sting. It's not going to do none of that. You know what it's going to do? It's going to get you that $350,000, $500,000 bag. Because I've seen you do more for less. You will sell your soul and y'all do anything. Y'all be out there looking like Homie the Clown trying to impress these hoes out here in the club. You look like a whole fool packaged up in the club looking like a clown. You've done more for less. You can walk around with your pants hanging around your knees in order to try and impress your homies. But when somebody like me tell your monkey butt to cut your hair so we can get you a big bag, you sit there and you revolt against me like I'm telling you something bad. No, cut your freaking hair, bro. And stop looking like a whole fool in these streets. You a bad representation, and the reason why I got to try to be an upstanding gentleman to the 10th degree, because I got to try to make up for all of the niggas that they didn't see that came right before me. Now I got to go and represent and look better for you because you didn't want to pull your pants up and put a tie on. Even in your dress clothes, you sagging. Tucks and chucks. Jordans and tuxedos. Man, put some freaking shoes on. If you don't go get you some shoes, no, I got to keep it real for the hood. Man, put that junk away. It's a time and a place for everything. Yes, you can wear your hoodies. Yes, you can wear your Jordans. But please don't wear them in the boardroom. That's not what we do here. Stop being Antonio Browns, please. Please. Don't be Antonio Brown. Unless you're a designer, unless you're Steve Jobs, right? Then you can do what you want to do. Unless you're an athlete that get paid to have your hair looking like a whole fool, then you can do what you want to do. Guess what? Guess what? Think about it like this. Think about it like this, y'all. Okay? Just hear me out. Hear me out for 5 seconds. Chris Paul has no tattoos, a regular haircut, and he gets more commercials than anybody in the entire NBA. This is a fact. Not even the most talented, but it's certainly the most marketable. Now, if you don't care about money, if you don't care about success, if you don't care about securing your kids' future, because you will speak with forked tongue and say, yo, Generational wealth is meaningful to me. But then you'll say, well, why I got to cut my hair? Chris Paul is not even remotely, has never been. He's undersized, right? Doesn't have the best handles, has no tattoos, has a clean haircut, and is the most marketable dude in the NBA. Has had more bags to bust down simply because he presents himself a certain type of way. Think about that, bro. Think about it. The one tattoo that I got, I'm looking to get it removed. Yo, Rita was just laughing at me today because we just made an appointment to get my teeth done. I'm about to get my teeth done. I'm on a diet plan. I said, listen, if I'm going to be on stage and I need to be more marketable, I'm going to have to look a little bit differently so that I can actually get the bags that I want, to get the opportunities that I want. Dress for the job that you want, not the job that you at, because it's going to be a whole lot of niggas packing bags, throwing boxes, and stealing boxes and Amazon boxes off of people's porches. Jay-Z is a rapper. I don't care. Jay-Z is an entertainer. But no, listen, we cool. We don't mind our entertainers looking like that because they the court gestures. Hey guys. You going to the P.O. box? I'm about to mine out this Jordan Peterson conversation. They trying to look like a whole fool.